Hi everyone, today I wanted to show you a really quick video on this binding attachment that I got. I do have the one that is actually made for the brother. My machine is really dirty, don't mind that, but I wanted to show this one because it's a lot more affordable and it's available on Amazon. I have the 10mm 28, let me see if I can get my flash on, the 10mm 28mm. This is the finishing size and this is the starting size. The starting size is about 1.5 inches and the finishing size is, I want to say, 3/8. So this is what it looks like. Hopefully you can see it. Okay, hopefully that's good enough for y'all. So I'm going to show you how I set everything up. So I'm going to try and put y'all over here. Let me see, I might need to adjust, but hopefully y'all can see everything. Okay, so the first thing you want to do is cut your strips. I just cut really long strips, and this is on the stretch. Like the stretch goes this way, you know what I mean? And I cut it to 1 inch and a little extra. So it says 1.1 inch, but like, how am I gonna measure that? So all you do is the print faces towards the back and you just shove it in there. I don't have any tweezers readily available, so I just use my really sharp scissors. I mean, it works for me. And you just literally push it. The trick to this is you want to make sure that this top corner right here goes into this groove. So I just kind of shove it in there and then go through here and keep pushing and pushing and pushing until you get that piece out. Now I kind of have to adjust a little bit because we're moving. I'm literally holding y'all on top of a piece of, a spool of thread. So then all I do is I kind of push this part out, and you want to make sure it goes under here. Let me see if I can zoom in. You want to make sure it goes under this thing, and then you kind of pull it towards the back. And the key again, sorry you can't really see. The key here is you want to make sure that this is a single fold, so it only folds over once, and then it looks like this. And you want to make sure that you pull that again under this piece, and then you put your foot up. I was already binding, so my needles were already like in action. And then I just put it underneath the foot. So just kind of shove it under there. And mine is already really lined up. I forgot to mention, I use like this blue tacky stuff. I'll have links to everything down below. I use this blue tacky stuff to just hold it on my machine. And then it's lined up about here. I don't know if you can tell, but this, when you first get the machine, it has like this little line here. And this line, let me see if I can get my scissors. Or I guess I'll get my pencil. This line here is lined up pretty much to the line on your foot. My foot is always loose. Let me tighten that up as well. But anyways, so hopefully that makes sense. This line to the very first line on the clear foot right here. And then it's set up to go. Oh, and then I forgot another part. Then you want to wrap this baby up in here. Just like this, just so that it kind of feeds evenly, and you want to make sure that this is loose wherever else you place it. Like I just have it like flung over there, you know what I mean? Okay, now the next thing you want to do is, let me see, which part was I binding? This top is already done. I'm going to do this whole piece. Let me zoom out now. I think I can zoom out now. Okay, yeah. I'm working on this top, and you want to feed it with the print facing you, like facing up. And again, I don't have tweezers. It would be a lot easier with tweezers, but I lose everything. So I'm just going to shove this bad boy in here with my scissors. And I'm just going to shove it in about 1/2 inch or so. Make sure that it's getting caught. Put your foot down. And I would actually test it out first before you start, just so you don't ruin any fabric that you're using. But I like to live on the wild side and just go for it. And you want to make sure that your fabric here, let me get a better angle. I want to make sure that this fabric is lining up into here. Like there's this metal piece right here, the lip of it. Make sure it's lining up to that lip, and I kind of really move it towards the right so that I make sure it's catching. Sorry, it's shaking. Then you also want to double check how your piece is doing. Like for me, I literally laid my scissors on top of it, so it wasn't moving as easily. You just want to make sure it's like loose, free, you know, let it do its thing. Okay, I'm gonna finish this on hyper speed now. And then again, these like little corners, if you have any, you just really want to make sure you're pushing it in. And then I just kind of pull out the rest that I don't need and kind of like cover stitch off. It's not, I was gonna say serge off, cover stitch off. And I'll show you again this beauty. Like, look at that. Are you seeing this? Like, oh my gosh. This is like almost adult content. It's so good. Bro, I cannot. At first I was like, binding. But now I'm like, binding? What? Okay, I was trying to do it like the whole TikTok voice, but I totally messed it up because I'm just mesmerized by this. And then all I do is snip off wherever I don't need it. I mean, this is my own pattern, so like I'm just winging it. But hopefully that helps y'all out. Bye.